My name's Stuart Levy. I'm a teacher librarian out in Portland, Oregon, president of the Oregon Association of School Libraries, and I have chosen a book, George, by Gino, which is an amazing book for so many reasons, and I am picking it primarily because it was talked about a lot in our state. It's one of our Oregon Battle of the Books. There's been a lot of discussion about the book, and I know I loved the book when I first read it a few years ago when it came out. So I'm going to start off with Chapter 2. Charlotte dies. Ms. Udell leaned against her giant desk, reading to her fourth grade class from a tattered copy of Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. She wore her shiny black hair in a loose bun, and wooden earrings dangled from her long earlobes. In her seat by the window, George couldn't listen. She couldn't think. Charlotte, the wonderful, kind spider, was gone, and nothing was good. The whole book was about Charlotte saving the runt pig Wilbur, and then she goes and dies. It wasn't fair. George pushed her fists into her eyes, rubbing until rows and rows of tiny triangles twirled and twinkled brightly in the darkness. A tear dropped onto George's book and spread into a spider web on the page. She breathed in carefully, trying not to make a sound. Shallow breath followed, shallow breath, until she was dizzy. She inhaled deeply, and as she did, she sniffed loudly. George heard whispers, clear in the quiet room. Hey, some girl is crying over a dead spider. That ain't no girl, that's George. Close enough, followed by laughter. George didn't turn to look. She didn't need to. She knew exactly what she would see. Rick sat 2 rows over from George, and Jeff sat behind Rick. Jeff would be leaning forward in his seat with his spiky hair nearly on Rick's shoulder. So George was born anatomically a boy, but George identifies as a girl, which this was the first trans book I had read, and one that was really written for young readers, which when I first got it, at my school that I was at, we had a 4th grader who identified, born as a girl, identified as a boy. So it was a great book for the community, great book overall, and I hope you enjoy it.